So in total, I paid $975 for this tattoo. What's up, guys? Alright, if you're no stranger to my channel, you might notice that I've accumulated quite a bit of tattoos over the past several months. May 30th, 2020 is when I got my very first tattoo, and it's my grandma's name in Japanese.
You Google it, make sure to say that. They write nuts on your arm.
Got him! Got him! I got Finn and Jake. I started to get more tattoos, but the tattoos I was getting, there were just a lot of smaller ones, as you can see. I have 8 or 9 on this arm alone. So I was kind of tired of just getting smaller ones, and I really wanted to go with something with more detail, a bigger piece, and I knew what type of design that I wanted. It's called an irizumi, and they have different kinds, but it's a Japanese style of tattooing. I just took my time here and there, go on Pinterest, Google images, and just look at different kinds of tattoos that I wanted. I was for sure, this is what I want. So my friend Dason, as you've seen in a few of the past videos, damn! He has a really cool tattoo. I asked him where he got it, and he told me Revelation Tattoo. I knew of that tattoo shop already because it was literally down the street from my house. That week, I went up to the counter, and they asked what I wanted. I showed her a few pictures, and I told her I wanted it to be from my wrist to my elbow. She went back and talked to one of the artists. His name was Ben. He was really cool. He came up with the design for me. I just sat and waited for almost an hour maybe. Finally, it was my time to go back there. There was a lot going through my head. I wasn't really worried about the pain. I was just really excited, honestly. Sadly, the first session I did not get on film. It was just the outline, so all of this was not filled in, no color, no shading, just the outline of the whole entire tattoo. It didn't really hurt that bad, except for after. My arm was pretty swollen for quite a few days, and the healing process, you wash it once in the morning, once at night, apply a small layer of Aquaphor or whatever kind of ointment that you use. And you always have to use antibacterial soap that's non-scented. So about a month went by. I messaged my artist Ben on Instagram and just asked him, when do you think I should come in for the shading, the next step in the process? A month goes by, I go back, and then it's time for the shading. I was a little more nervous than the first time, but I went in, sat my camera up, and he did his thing. That should be it right there. I have to say, it was really not that bad. Towards the end, I say, is when it hurts the most. Literally, it's a needle just stabbing into your skin thousands of times. I just thought to myself in my head, pain is temporary,
quitting lasts forever.
I feel like with every single tattoo, the pain is always worth it. So an hour and a half goes by, and the shading is completely done. Everything was filled in besides the flowers. As soon as I leave the tattoo shop, my arm is on fire. This is probably the most swollen my arm was during the whole time. I keep the shading in for over a month. You know this if you have a tattoo. When it's healing, it starts to peel after a little while. My whole entire arm, it looked like a snake shedding its skin. I'm not even kidding. I was just really hyped on it to get done healing. A month and a half goes by and he just told me to come back in. We can do it whenever. He's always really cool when it comes to filming. The first time I asked, he was completely fine with it. It was the final trip. I was prepared, ready to get it done, over with. Okay, so today I'm getting my left arm finished. I'm getting the color in it. Literally have to be there in 10 minutes.
This is the final phase.
I hope you guys are ready to see the full thing. Yeah, it's the last step I have to go through. I think it's gonna go really good. It's probably gonna be expensive, but f it. We just get straight to it. But out of all the other times, as soon as he puts it on my skin, it hurts more than every single other time. So the color really hurt, and especially because all of this skin that is tattooed is very sensitive. It's just really tender and it's still healing. I curled my toes that time. I just lay there, look up at the ceiling, or I closed my eyes and just focused on the needle, like on where it's going and the pain. It didn't take as long as the first 2 times. This time only took maybe 45 minutes, but it hurt way worse than the outline and the shading. One thing I haven't talked about yet is
The price.
and every single time that I went, I paid. The first trip was $375 just for the outline. The second trip for the shading was $350. And lastly, the final trip for the color was $175. So that all comes out to $900. Not to mention, I paid $75 for this right here on my wrist. And it says dream in Japanese. So in total, I paid $975 for this tattoo on my arm that's gonna be here for the rest of my life. I'm really happy I went through with it and went to a good place to get it. It was just a really crazy experience because I haven't even had tattoos for over a year. For now, I think my plan is just to fill this arm up with a lot of small detailed ones and then make this whole side of my body one whole entire sleeve that goes to my chest. Yeah, it was really crazy, pretty life altering, but I'm really glad I did it. I love tattoos because I think they're unique. They give you character and it's art. It's something that means a lot to me. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Go for your dreams. I love you guys. I have a lot going on in life right now, but I know I'll figure it out. Like always. Peace.
Sound like anime jazz.
I be in the studio, I'm locked.
I'ma do this for my squad, you know I got them. Trust the process, cause they got less. Pop a tag, give a fuck what the cost says. Check the progress, yeah the squad's next. Get right to that guap, you gon' really need to talk less. Get right to that guap, you gon' really need to talk less. You don't need to talk less, you don't need to talk less. I'ma run it up, babe. I'ma make that guap stretch. I'ma make that guap stretch. I'ma make that guap stretch.
Alright guys, I'm taking off the freaking wrap. Finally. It's fucking slimy. Oh, look at that. Look how swollen my wrist is. It's really moist right now. He put a lot of shit on it.
He said moist.
Moist as fuck.